Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a fool's market is what they are calling it. Now you're probably wondering, why am I all dressed up in this bad boy right here? Well, ladies and gentlemen, on the 31st of October, it will be Halloween and I'll be spending it with my daughter. So I thought I might as well get changed in the good old jester's outfit to represent exactly what we're going to be talking about today. Yes, it's a fool's market. On the Friday the 13th, I've got my boy Jason on my thumbnail representing all the guys that can do the madness on the Friday the 13th. So just make sure you lock your doors later on this evening, ladies and gentlemen. So, why? Why is it a fool's market? Well, look, let's talk about the October effect. And what does it all mean? Some of the market's biggest crashes happen in October. 1907, 1929, and the list goes on. Now, this could also be a representation of the bottom. Now, what we mean by the October effect is it's renowned for its volatility. You could be in a trade and then everything's working in your favor. Bells are ringing that you're in profit. And then, of course, out of nowhere, we get one beautiful drop to the downside, even a move to the upside. The volatility in October is what we've been seeing so far, so good. And it's only halfway through the month nearly. And we've already seen Bitcoin make a move up to only come back down, but we've already been seeing that flavor. Moving on into the live stream today, guys, we're going to be diving into what's going on with Bitcoin's price action. We know Bitcoin's making a nice little flavorsome move up. We've been trailing at the lows for quite some time, but more importantly, we actually, you like this, don't you? You really do like this. Those bells, ring-a-ling. More importantly, we've got news coming out today for consumer sentiment. Now, this is very important. It's a bit crazy what they do with the data and how the economies of the world rely on the data that is given to us by the US, okay? So consumer sentiment and inflation is coming out later on. Consumer inflation sentiment. What does it mean? Well, it means that if inflation, as we know, has gone up, if consumers think it's going up, then it's probably going up. That doesn't make sense. How can a group of people that have conducted a survey tell us where they think the economy is going? Well, they usually just base it off the idea of 3,000 households. 3,000 households are going to dictate what inflation's going to do. Well, we have a war. That's true. Gold is going up, silver's going up, aluminium is going up. Oil, the stock market, everything's all over the place. Earlier on this morning, the S&P and the NASDAQ took a nice little slap to the downside. Now they're back up. You can see the volatility of October. It's already happening. And what I'm saying to you all is to be very cautious, especially if you're playing swing trades. For the guys that are in Bitcoin trying to do the DCA, be very careful because you might be buying as Bitcoin drops. But look what's just happened today. Bitcoin's shot back up. So now you've probably got an opportunity to take a bit of profit. The faster they move up, ladies and gentlemen, the more inclined we are to believe that it's going to come back down because the cycle is suggesting so. Now, the real question is, can you take what I'm saying seriously, even though I'm dressed up in a jester's outfit? That's the question. I mean, I do come with the colourful tops and what have you, but lately, you know, we've got to be wearing the black shirts, guys. Come on, like, this is my day. I ain't going to be dressing up on Halloween 31st of October. So, you know, I'm going to be with my daughter. I'm going to be enjoying myself as well. No markets, nothing. I won't be going live at all. It's her day. So I thought today will be my day. And I'll wear the good old jester outfit. So when you are deciding to trade, ladies and gentlemen, and you've got money in the charts, just make sure that these bells ring a little ding-a-ling and let you know to take some money off the table. Okay? That's all, ladies and gentlemen. I'm joking with you. Ha! You like that one. No, you know what I was actually going to buy today? I was going to buy Jason's outfit, but she didn't have it. Okay? I wanted to buy a vampire's outfit. I wanted to try and buy a stock market guy who's going crazy with lots of blood all over the place, but it was just a little bit short-lived and what have you. All right? I was going to go and get the Grim Reaper outfit, and then I was looking for the pimp suit. Now, the pimp suit I couldn't get, and apparently the company has stopped making pimp suits, okay? But I was going to bring out the good old you know, Godfather outfit with the white scarf and all of that. And then all of a sudden, Mike says, why don't you become a jester? Yes! Boomer moments, jester. But it's a metaphorical outfit, ladies and gentlemen. So you now know when you're in profit, you're going to think of these black and white checkered patterns and me ringing my head. When you're in profit, you're going to take it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Traders Reality. Let's have a conversation, man. What a guy. All right then, ladies and gentlemen. What about... Tino, how can I see correct VWAP? TradingView is showing VWAP in a different place than Bybit and Bookmap. It's going to always be different depending on each exchange. Okay, you got to consider what VWAP is it. Is it going to be the weekly VWAP for the session? Is it the weekly VWAP, the VWAP for the day? Is it the weekly try and say that. The weekly VWAP for the Asian session, the UK session, the UK session, European, CME. It all depends on which one you use. I mean, look, man. Look. This is it. Why am I watching this stupid crap? But you are here, my dear friend. That's the question. Why are you here? All right, then. Cool. Let's roll with it. What have we got? Bitcoin. Nice little move to the upside to only come back down. Now, we've got news announcements coming out today, which are going to be making things happen. I have to keep this live short and sweet as well, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm going to be very, very fast with what I'm talking about, so just keep an eye out. So we've got preliminary inflation expectations coming out and the consumer sentiment back-to-back at 3 p.m. 2 p.m., we've got President Lagarde speaking, so if we just quickly roll over to the euro itself, and you can see that euro, in principle, has started to make its move to the downside, and it looks kind of promising that euro could effectively break into a very interesting region of the vectors, which is why the dollar dominance is always going to be maintaining its stance. We've got a problem with dollar dominance. It's cleared the gap. Now it's coming back down to consolidate inside of this zone, and the data that's coming out today will dictate if inflation is going to go up. Here we go. What is it? 3, 5. Sorry, I lied. Sorry, this is not the one. Okay. Wait there. Inflation expectations, consumer sentiment. Have they changed it? I swear they've changed it. It's now a survey of 500 consumers. So it's getting shorter. Not 3,000, 500 people. 500 people. And they say that expectations of future inflation can manifest into real inflation. What? Just because 500 people think it's going to go up. Well, let's just look at the logic. Oil, up 4%. That is nuts. Gold, up, not stopping. This is what you call the inflation or the hedge for gold. Why? Because we've been saying all week that investors are engaging in hedging practices. So hedge fund managers, equity hedgers, okay, they are all stepping in, and gold is recovering every single one of these vector candles with the prospect of them going even higher into the next two zones. That would be this topside zone here and this topside zone over here as well, because they prepared for it. The fast, continuous move down when everything was doing good has actually now led to gold moving back up. This is the hedge, okay? So when you're seeing gold moving up, they're profiting on this move. Why? Because equities are taking a smack. Now, S&P and NASDAQ, look at the volatility, ladies and gentlemen. They've come down to only go back up. Look at them now. They're positive for the day with the prospect of them going into the red vector candle recovery zone. Happy days going into the idea of Bitcoin. Is it going to be a promise? Because Bitcoin right now is, in principle, following the recovery of the green vector candle zone. And look at that. Look at that for precision on the green vector candle. Can you see it? Not bad. Quick tap of that bad boy and it's now shifted back up. That's the beauty of this strategy. Midpoint of the vector candle is lower than this previous area here. So this is a little trick for you. When you have a vector candle like so, all right, and it's all green, if the midpoint from the high to the low, if there's not an even distribution of the vector, wherever most of it is, you can anticipate that they're probably going to break into that zone, okay, and then try and reverse from it. Look. You can see in this candlestick, where's the majority of the vector? So once the hour is complete, you would effectively draw your Fibonacci. And you would see that that midpoint, in principle, is the 50% of this candlestick. So you would then say to yourself, well, I'm only going to expect it to try and come and test that point. Look at that whole vector right there. And that's exactly what they've done. They've come all the way down to tap that zone and make the reversal. Okay. Now, with that being said, go into the 15-minute time frame, and you can see bright as day, Bitcoin is made a nice little swipe to the upside. Happy days. We've got a red vector candle coming into play. That logically tells me that they're favoring stops, so they're now gunning for the liquidity. But remember, guys, we've got news announcements coming out, okay? So any profits to the upside that do come to you, make sure you ring a bell and take some profits, because Bitcoin will get into the flavor of the stop run up to only come down. So just keep an eye out on that bad boy, okay? Going into the Bookmap, let's zoom out a second and see what we've got going off over here, all right? So what we have is not many bits. No, we don't really have that much interest down below at the 26 zone. I'm looking for a sweep. I'm looking for a sweep. Commodity season, can you please take a look at FET? I got you, man. So with Bitcoin right now, we've seen the limit sales. I like this outfit. I'm seeing the limit sales coming into play, and we've got big interest here on the limit buys, but we've not got the imbalance just yet. So we've got 27,300 with 1,045 Bitcoin orders, and then just below that, we've got another 482, plus that, 206. So we're just shy of around 1,700-ish Bitcoin orders on the order book, waiting to get filled to sell. Now, we are currently at the VWAP, so we haven't had the volatility just yet. If we zoom in, you can see now that Bitcoin has come back down into the VWAP. So we have effectively got from the VWAP over the last 36 hours, we've got a rotation happening on the VWAP, okay? Now we're looking for volatility to see Bitcoin move higher, okay? Now, yes, it must be a Lacoste kit. He only wears the freshest kits. It is actually a Lacoste Jester outfit. You go and look at their new advertising campaign. They're advertising these colors. Go check it out. I'm joking. Anyways, what have we got? Bring that over to here. Back to the article I was talking about. This is what it is. The month of market crashes. Like I said, it could come down. It could go up. But historically, each of these events, 1907, 1929, the Black Monday, 87, all happened in October. So if we just look at the chart from a day trade, well, from a daily perspective, have we actually had a drop? Have we had the event? Would you be in agreement? If we go look at assets just across the board, have we had it? Look at the NASDAQ. Does it look like we're going to have some very interesting price action coming soon? Yeah? Because if this is the correction with high interest rates, inflation, and this is it, then ladies and gentlemen, we have got ourselves, or this area right here, okay? I mean, look, October, look where October was. October, 4th of October, 2022, look what was going on down there. The market was going down. But that was effectively the bottom. And then they've rallied up, okay? Now we're waiting to see if that's going to be the case here. But we need to see that one bout of an attack. We need an attack of liquidity. Equities are so expensive. And we've got ourselves a very interesting news announcements coming out today. We have got good old Blackrock coming into earnings. So check this out. Blackrock. I can't bloody see. Here we go. I'm going to go pick up my daughter like this. She's going to laugh her head off. All right, so Blackrock earnings, okay, due today. And they are expecting some very interesting results. The last quarter showed plus 26% on the earnings, but sales was minus 1%, okay? Now, that's a problem, all right? Because the earnings and the sales, if sales are slowing down, that means they're not getting new money as such, okay? But you can see that it's been a treacherous last few quarters for Blackrock. And you can see down below, we've got minus readings. And it looks like it's slowing down, because it was minus 15, minus 15, minus 10, then minus 1, all right? So we've got to be very careful with the next reading, which is coming out very short. I think it's going to be on the open. Let me just go on to, where's my earnings tab? Here we go. Earnings, NASDAQ. Here we are, 3, 2, 1, Friday, 13th. Here we go. So at the open, ladies and gentlemen, all right? Blackrock JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, it's going to be a mad one. Has NASDAQ been moved up in preparation for what could be a very interesting move very shortly? Has it been probed? Has it been prepared? That's the question, ladies and gents. And we're going to see that very, very shortly in 8 minutes' time. Let's have a look at what's going on over here with the order flow. Has it popped up its head this time? LOOM. Let's go and have a look at LOOM for a split second, because that bad boy hasn't stopped moving. Has it done the dirty? It's starting to consolidate right now, ladies and gentlemen. Starting to pull back now. So that is very, very interesting. And that's on Bing. Where was it? On Bybit. There we go. Starting to pull back. So I hope you took some of your profits, ladies and gentlemen, on the third hit to the high. It was extended just a little bit, but happy days. What else have we got? Go into the live order flow. We got Dogecoin, GMT, big time. I'm going to just look at big time because I looked at that yesterday. Big time USDT. Big time spot. There we go. Starting to pull back a little bit. So just remember, we've got the news announcements coming out very shortly, which could impact that. I need to look at what Tesla's doing right now. Tesla is looks like the close. Yeah, it's here, but it looks like it's gapping down, ladies and gentlemen. Uh-oh. We might have a gap down on Tesla. Yep, gap down in Tesla. That pretty much sets the tone. But you know what? Like a peeping Tom, it's going to move back up again. Up and down, up and down. I know, man. Listen, look, a bit of clear review. Look, this is the outfit. I'm sorry. Like, this is my day to get dressed up. Friday the 13th. Me and my boy Jason have come to an agreement. He's on the thumbnail. I'm in the live. Tell me if you like it. I know it's kind of difficult looking at me with the bells ringing and what have you, but it's just something that's going to be impressionable on your minds later on when you are in profits, because this is a fool's market. Look at the way things are moving. You know? That's what you've got to be paying attention to. There's no point in fighting the idea of what's going on in the bigger picture. It's not going to happen overnight. I mean, that's what a black swan event would be. It would happen in an instance, all right? But high interest rates with the prospect of them increasing them yet again. Money supply getting harder and harder. Now, well, less and less. But look, we've got the banks declaring their earnings today. We will know if this interest rate has caused a problem for the banks or not. Because then you've got two things coming into play. There are people that have been getting loans with banks, and whether they need to service them or not, can they service them? We will know based on the earnings from JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Blackrock. You know, you vote to make this a permanent outfit. Oh, wow. Wow, that is the roughest thing. This is better. Can see less of your face. Jokes. Love that, bro. Love that. I think I need you guys to effectively. It's a bit of fun. That's what this is. It's a bit of fun. Some of you might be like, yo, Tino, I can't believe what you're doing right now. But it's a bit of fun. Never mind, ladies and gents. Okay, then. Now, with that being said, go back into the charts for a split second, because the market will be opening in the next 6 minutes. And Bitcoin is starting to show us a little bit of weakness on this move to the upside. So the news announcements are going to be establishing that XRP is coming back in towards, here we go. So 50-minute time frame. We've got the big wick. Here is that example right here. Look, here is that example. Look, green vector candle. The midpoint is right here, but it will recover most of this vector. So when you see that, after you found the high and the low, get another fib and then consider the vector candle itself, and you will see price should bounce from this area right here on XRP. So keep an eye out on that one. Okay. Yeah, you have to. Talking to crypto traders who are technically insane. Yes. Can I do this every Friday? I can do it. I can do it every Friday. I don't mind doing that every Friday. You know? Isn't it someone's birthday soon? Yeah. It's dope. You like it? Tino, the goat, the jester. Can I check USDJPY? Yeah, we'll quickly check that bad boy out, and then I'll be letting you guys go. So here we are. JPY, what have you got for me? When the yen, dollar yen is going up, we know that the yen is going down. Before you look at dollar yen, you look at yen, okay? And then when you've done looking at yen, you know what's going on with dollar. Then you go to dollar yen and mark off zones that you expect it to go towards, because that's what you have to do. Okay, Miami, what's happening? Okay, can you please show us the request FET? Oh, Here we go. FET AI, yeah? Is that the bad boy you want? Okay. So because Bitcoin and XRP and all the gang are looking like they're going to start rolling over in anticipation of the marketplace opening in the next 4 minutes, we're going to see probably another test of the actual daily open, but we do need to be mindful of this area, which can garner interest. Remember, moving averages are laggard, all right? So there's no point. But you have to understand at the point here is where they initiated the move up. So the ask, right? So they were lifting price. They were lifting the ask. So this is where we assume that aggressive buyers were stepping in at this point. What we need to be mindful of, and this is the same policy across all assets, okay? When you're looking for retraces back to moving averages, you're really looking to see how much pressure was on the move previously on the logic of it deviating back into that zone, okay? Now, when you think about it, if price comes back down here and then they start to consolidate and bounce away from it, you're then going to be looking to see price come and take this high again after it's come back down here, consolidated to shift out. That's the logic of trading the retrace. You've got to have the look in them, and you've got to be aware of the bid and the ask relationship, because that's the only way price can really move, is if someone is buying and someone is selling. It has to happen. It's not going to magically float, okay? It's not on a... That's the truth of it, okay? This is not Tino, yes. I am Steve, you know? NFT. You want to make this as an NFT? Well, go ahead. Here you go. There's your NFT snap. Take it, make it an NFT. Sell it, send the proceeds to charity. Done. We'll pay 10 Doge for an NFT of that jester suit. Ladies and gentlemen, you have it here. Take your snaps. Take your memes. Do whatever you will. But I only do this once a year, okay? And this year, it's the jester outfit. I wanted to wear Chucky's outfit. Actually, I wanted Jason's outfit, but it wouldn't have been serious enough. You know? It's actually not fun. You know, Tino, I'm shorting Loom from 27.275, targeting 0.227, which seems to be green vector candle that wasn't recovered. Thoughts, please. I mean, Loom, like I said, it's been moving very aggressively. Okay, you're aiming for 22. I would be prepared for stop runs, so just be mindful. If your risk factor allows price to come back into here, then you're good. Okay, I am having fun. I'm buying NFT, Tino. What did I just do? I just basically told you about a chart. Okay, so that's what I mean. If it's going to this point right here, what a guy. What a jester. Yes, what a jester. If Loom makes its way back up to here, your risk factor has to factor this move to the upside. Okay? Right, we're going in. Listen, we're going into 1 minute of the marketplace, so I'm going to get my bells ringing. We're going to start getting the party started. I do have to go very shortly, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm going to just get my charts ready for you, prepare up Bitcoin, and we are getting ready for the madness. People never understand when I tell my family doesn't know I'm crypto. I'm just afraid they'll Google and find all those idiotic YouTubers with their screaming "oh mouth" thumbnails. Yeah, I don't like doing that mouth madness. It's either a straight face or a smile or it's yeah, but apparently it works according to sources. Let's get with it. Here we go. So we have got right now 26,870. We do actually have today. Where are you? Okay, Lagarde speaking. Lagarde is speaking still. Harker's still speaking in principle. And we've got the consumer sentiment coming out very shortly. That might actually rock the marketplace. So Bitcoin right now. Here we go. Bitcoin. Okay, it's holding out. Where's that XRP? Play right there. Okay, so they've tapped that vector recovery wick right there. Got to be very careful of this downwards move down here. Okay, so limit sales are coming into play at the top side of the marketplace. 1,107 Bitcoin orders. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, I will be going live tonight in a little bit more of a relaxed decor. I mean, I don't know what one I should wear tonight. Let me know. What should I wear tonight? You know, you're late for the fun. Yes, Friday the 13th. Again, guys, just remember, just make sure, all right, that you are not just wasting your time leaving money in the charts. October is known for the volatility. 3 p.m., they have an excuse. The bank data, they have an excuse to really move the charts, okay? Other than that, ladies and gents, happy Friday the 13th. Mad love and respect. I hope you've enjoyed yourself, and I will see you later on tonight.